हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज हम लोग पेप्टिक अल्सर के ड्रग्स के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। तो सबसे पहले ड्रग क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ पेप्टिक अल्सर। तो सबसे पहले आता है रिडक्शन ऑफ गैस्ट्रिक एसिड सिक्रेशन, जो कि हमारे 4 पार्ट में डिवाइड है। फर्स्ट इज H2 एंटी हिस्टामिनिक, सेकेंड इज प्रोटोन पंप इनिबिटर, थर्ड इज एंटी कोलिनर्जिक एंड प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन एनालॉग। ये रिडक्शन ऑफ गैस्ट्रिक एसिड सिक्रेशन के सब टाइप्स हैं। तो H2 एंटी हिस्टामिनिक के अंदर हमारा सिमेटिडीन, रैनिटिडीन, फोमेटिडीन, रॉक्साटिडीन आता है। सेकेंड इज द प्रोटोन पंप इनिबिटर, जिसमें ओमेप्रेजोल, लेंसोप्रेजोल, पेंटोप्रेजोल, रेपप्रेजोल, इसोमप्रेजोल आता है। फिर आएगी एंटीकोलिनर्जिक, जिसमें पायरेंजेपिन, प्रोपेंथिलीन, ऑक्सीफिनोनियम आता है। एंड डी इज द प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन एनालॉग, जिसमें मिसोप्रोस्टोल आता है। अब जो सेकेंड है वो है न्यूट्रलाइजेशन ऑफ गैस्ट्रिक एसिड या एंटा एसिड्स। फर्स्ट था रिडक्शन ऑफ गैस्ट्रिक एसिड सिक्रेशन, जिसके 4 सब टाइप पे थे। अब सेकंड है न्यूट्रलाइजेशन ऑफ गैस्ट्रिक एसिड, जिनको एंटा एसिड्स भी बोलते हैं। अब ये 2 तरह के होते हैं, जो कि सिस्टेमिक एंड नॉन सिस्टेमिक। सिस्टेमिक में हमारा सोडियम बाइकार्बोनेट, सोडियम सिट्रेट, एंड नॉन सिस्टेमिक में मैग्नीशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, मैग्नीशियम ट्राइसिलिकेट, एल्यूमिनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड जेल, कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट आता है। थर्ड है अल्सर प्रोटेक्टिव, जिसमें हमारा सुक्रेल्फेट, कोलाइडल बिस्मुथ सबसिट्रेट, जिन्हें हम CBS भी बोलते हैं, वो आता है। एंड फोर्थ इज द एंटी एस्पायरोरी ड्रग्स, जो कि क्लेरिथ्रोमाइसिन, एमोक्सिलिन, टेट्रासाइक्लिन, मेट्रोनिडाजोल, टिनिडाजोल। अब बात करते हैं H2 एंटी हिस्टामिनिक ड्रग के बारे में। तो सबसे पहले मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन। सो दीज H2 एंटी हिस्टामिनिक ड्रग्स एक्ट बाय कॉम्पिटिटिव blocking of binding of histamine to H2 receptor. They competitively block the binding of histamine to H2 receptor. As a result, there will be the no activation of G protein, so no conversion of ATP to CAMP. As a result, decrease acid secretion. Adverse effect. The adverse effect of H2 antihistaminic are dizziness, diarrhea, rashes, bowel upset, headache, and the CNS effects are convulsion, coma, restlessness. Bolus injection means single dose of injection can release histamine and cause cardiac arrhythmia, cardiac arrest, bradycardia. Cimetidine causes gynecomastia, loss of libido. Libido means sexual desire. So loss of sexual desire and temporary decrease in sperm count. These are the adverse effects of H2 antihistaminic drugs. And the uses are, it is used in duodenal ulcer, it is used in gastric ulcer, it is used in stress ulcer, also used in Zollinger-Ellison syndrome, it is used in GERD, that is gastroesophageal reflux disease, it is used in prophylaxis of aspiration pneumonia, it is used in pre-anesthetic medication. Now the second is the proton pump inhibitor. Mechanism of action. These drugs are taken by oral route. Now this product released into the alkaline medium of duodenum. Now they are absorbed in the duodenum and transported to parietal cell canaliculi via blood. Now after transportation to the parietal cell, they get converted into active form, that is sulfonamides and sulfonic acid. Now these react with the SH group of proton pump inhibitor. As a result, it forms the covalent compound, which is stable and irreversibly inactive. The proton pump inhibitor, as a result, decrease HCl secretion. The adverse effect of proton pump inhibitor (PPI) are hepatic dysfunction, muscle and joint pain, abdominal pain, nausea, dizziness, headache, loose stools, and the long-term adverse effects are achlorhydria, carcinoid tumor, hypergastrinemia. Achlorhydria means the absence of hydrochloric acid in gastric secretion. Now the uses of PPI are peptic ulcer, NSAIDs induce gastric as well as duodenal ulcer. It is used in stress ulcer. It is also used in GERD and Zollinger-Ellison syndrome. Now ulcer protective. Sucralfate. It is a complex polyammonium salt or sucrose sulfate. Mechanism of action. Basic aluminum salt of sulfated sucrose polymerize at pH less than 4 by cross-linking of molecule. Now form a sticky gel and precipitation of surface protein at ulcer base, causing their deposition, and create physical barrier, prevent acid, pepsin and bile coming in contact with ulcer base. Now addition of dietary protein forms another layer, and as a result ulcer protection occurs. Uses: peptic ulcer, it is used in peptic ulcer, it is used in bile reflux, it is used in gastritis as well as prophylaxis of stress ulcer. And the adverse effects are constipation in 2% of patient, hypophosphatemia, dry mouth and nausea. Sorry. It is here is nausea. Constipation occur in 2% of patients. Hypophosphatemia, nausea, and dry mouth. Now, colloidal bismuth substrate. So, it is a water-soluble compound but precipitate at pH less than 5. Mechanism of action: it increases the secretion of mucosa and bicarbonate through stimulation of mucosal PGE2 production. Now, CBS and mucus form glycoprotein bismuth complex which coat ulcer and act as diffusional barrier to HCl. Now, it detaches H. pylori from the surface of mucosa and directly kill the organism in causation of ulcer and relapses. Adverse effects are diarrhea, headache, dizziness, osteodystrophy, and encephalopathy due to bismuth toxicity, black stool, black discoloration of tongue, oral mucosa, metallic taste. Uses: it is used in gastritis as well as and non-ulcer dyspepsia associated with H. pylori. Now the last one is the antacids. Mechanism of action: it in neutralization of HCl, inhibit pepsin at pH more than 4. Properties of antacid: first, non-systemic. They are not absorbed systematically. They are insoluble as well as no acid-base abnormality can be seen. In systemic, they are absorbed systematically. They are soluble and produce acid-base abnormality. That's all about drugs used in peptic ulcer. Thank you.